Roborock automatic vacuum cleaner and basic maintenance after 3 years of use. So today's episode is a bit unusual, and because this is actually a review of a vacuum cleaner done 3 years after the initial buying of the vacuum cleaner. So I'm not the main user of the vacuum cleaner, but anyways, after 3 years of constant operation, daily operation of this very vacuum cleaner, I thought to myself that maybe it needs a bit of maintenance and cleaning, because honestly 3 years of problemless operation, this vacuum cleaner seems to be fine. I think I paid 400 or 500 pounds back then for this vacuum cleaner, and back then I think that Roborock, they didn't even have name of the models, they just had Roborock vacuum cleaners. Maybe I'm wrong, but so let's see what I actually did to the vacuum cleaner. So first of all, I gave it a quick vacuum cleaner with the Parkside vacuum cleaner I got in Lidl years ago as well, just to get rid of most of the dust. And this is the vacuum cleaner outside down. So I spotted that the third wheel, the unpowered wheel that runs on a caster, has lots of hair in it. There's lots of hair in the main brush housing, and I am just vacuum cleaning the stuff as much as I can. I will try to vacuum clean, and please be aware that there are people. I am recording the video in the middle of the night, so there is like lots of people sleeping in the house. So I'm trying to be reasonably quiet, because here in Ireland the houses are much smaller than whatever you have in States or Canada. So sometimes we simply have to be quiet, especially in the middle of the night, as everyone in the house is just 2 or 3 meters away from you. Okay, let's get the vacuum cleaner into the upright position again, because I just want to grab the knife and the brush that is supplied with the vacuum cleaner for periodical maintenance. So I am brushing the innards of the vacuum cleaner just a little bit, so my cordless vacuum will deal with the leftovers. But you have to remember that this dust is at least 3 years old, so it's quite sticky. But anyways, we'll try to get it off with the cordless vacuum cleaner. Does it come off? Yes, it seems to be working fine. Well, I have to admit that we didn't really use the wet mop function of the vacuum cleaner, from the very simple reason it leaves stains on the floor, so we are not using that equipment. But anyways, I'm trying to give the best brush I possibly can to the vacuum cleaner, and we'll start taking the most important parts off. I didn't touch the powered wheels. I did notice a couple of hairs in them, but they seem to be operating fine, so they do not catch hair. And I have 2 ladies at home, so they do have long hair, and if you looked at my face, I do have a bit of long hair on my chin as well. Anyways, so let's get the first part removed, and the first thing to go is gonna be the star brusher, however you call it. It's just a piece of rubber that takes all the dust from the corners, and it did catch some hair, so I think after 3 years it might be wise to get it sorted. But honestly, I think this is the first time I take it off after 3 years of constant daily operation of the device, so I have to say that Roborock as company did a really good job. This is 3 years, no problems. The battery is the same, and I didn't even service the device properly in these 3 years. And I've noticed that because of this star brush that is cleaning the corners, it would be pushing them through the housing of one of the photodiodes, one of the eyes of the vacuum cleaner. So 1 of 4 eyes are dirtier than the rest of them. Okay, let's have a look at the hair in the third wheel, and there's like lots of hair in there, and I would simply say that it makes it more difficult to drive around. So we'll try to get that hair out from the housing. We'll get the third wheel off, and we'll get the hair out, as there is lots of hair in it, and it had problem with rotation. So we'll get this thing sorted, and hopefully the vacuum cleaner will do more miles to the to the gallon, more miles to a charge. Mileage should be better, but I've noticed that there's a bit of dirt in the caster housing itself, and I didn't know it at that time that it can be taken away easily. But I found a way to get 2 screws off the housing, and I have to wait a second. Yeah, I tried to clean it with a wipe, and then I noticed the screw inside. So, oh, there is a screw inside, so we'll take it off. I tried to get the hair out from the housing with tweezers, but then I've noticed that there's a screw, and I simply decided to unscrew the whole device. This is me still trying to get the hair out from the caster housing, but as you can see, it's quite useless. I even used the bent tweezers to do it, and as soon as I did it, I decided to take the whole housing apart. But anyway, the quality of the build of the vacuum cleaner is good. I can compare it to Lego blocks, like, so it's probably ABS all over the place. If not ABS, it is polyethylene high density, so it's good stuff. I took the first screw out, and I had to do it with bent tweezers, and we are almost done with the caster. And there is another screw on the other side, so when you take the screw out, you have to totally take it out, because you won't be able to twist the caster on the other side to take the second screw. So this is the first screw gone, and my screwdriver is not very magnetic, so I had a problem with taking the screw out anyway. So I'm still trying to take the hair with the tweezers. Anyway, that's the second screw that has to go. 1, 2, 3, and we should have the caster housing, or the caster itself, gone from the housing. And surprisingly, when I opened the housing, there was not too much of the hair inside. So if you're cleaning it, there's nothing inside. There was a tiny bit of hair that I removed with my bent tweezers, so we're happy. I just gave it a quick vacuum cleaning inside, and we are ready to reassemble the whole caster. Yeah. So the caster inside, wheel inside, and now we should be up and running. At least this part should be ready. So far we got the pendulum brush, or the star brush sorted. I thought that it would be really used after 3 years, but it's still running fine. These are just made from rubber. The replacements that I will show you later on in the video are actually plastic brushes, but this one made from rubbery rubber seems to be perfectly fine. Anyways, time to reassemble the caster housing. So as you can see, screw after the screw, and the advice is you have to twist it almost till the end to twist it on the other side. So mind that, have that in your mind, that you have to do 1 screw, and you have to almost screw it to the bottom, so you'll be able to do the other one on the other side of the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, well, to the other side of the caster. But in general, that's an easy job. You can do it easily on your own. And I'm just wondering, I will because at this very stage I'm looking at the video in very low resolution. It's running on one of the screens, and I'm recording my audio too. Just a bit of comment to the video, and I can't see, is there a model number on there? I will just have a look at my vacuum cleaner later on, so maybe it does have a model number, but I think back then Roborock just made one model and it was called Roborock vacuum cleaner, that's it. But I might be wrong. Anyways, so the caster is almost assembled, and one screw, the second screw, and we have to get the wheel back in. And that part should be sorted. I'm sorry for the shaky camera, but the holder I had just in front of my face and behind my hands, so it was quite easy to touch it with my hands, and then it's wobbly bobbly. Sorry about that. I'm just giving the last polish to the third wheel, to the caster wheel. Come on, fit it in. Okay, just it seems to be fully operational, fully in place and fully operational. Okay, so what am I? Why did I? Oh, I didn't properly screw the caster housing, yeah, so I had to redo it. Just make sure that everything is in place, and the third wheel clicks in place, and it should be fully operational now forever, well, for next 3 years hopefully. Honestly, service like that every 3 years is really that's really well. Imagine that you would be servicing your car just every 3 years. That would be brilliant. Okay, so now we'll have a closer look at the actual cleaning brush housing. Just let me stabilize the cam for you, okay? And so I'm just using a bit of wet toilet paper to get rid of the dirt that is stuck to the housing, because as I just told you, this vacuum cleaner is in constant use for last 3 years or even more. Maybe it's like 3.5 years, maybe 3 years. So it does need a bit of care, and this is what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to wash the device the best I can with a wet not with a wet vacuum cleaner, with a wet toilet paper. So anyway, I think that this part is more or less sorted, and we'll focus on. Oh, there is still a bit of dirt, and I don't remember. Yeah, I was still cleaning that with the wet toilet paper, just to get it off. It's like once every 3 years, so it should be okay. The amount of manual labor that you would commit to clean this sort of a vacuum cleaner every 3 years should be sufficient, yeah. And now you can see that there is like sticky dirt on the parts that are removable, and at this stage, or maybe a bit later, I have decided that trying to do it without a proper wash might be annoying and time-taking. So shortly after trying to clean this part, I have decided that all of the removable parts will go into a proper wash, and I washed them with brush and soapy water, and they were clean within minutes. This is what I did at the latest stage, and I don't remember at what stage did I decide that it is actually time to get them properly washed. I'll give it a second. And I recorded the video in quality that is too high for my computer to comprehend, and if my voice is not synchronized properly with the activity on the screen, I'm sorry, but it's quite difficult to scroll when I just need to get a new computer. This one I got maybe 10 or